Alright, what's up guys? This is Natura, and today I have the fortune to sit with my good friend Johnny Soporno. Now, if you don't know about Johnny, Johnny is an amazing guy. He doesn't look like that.
I don't look like much.
But he is. He really is. He is the one guy in my life that if I needed advice on the opposite sex or attracting women or lifestyle in that area, he's the one I would depend my life on, like seriously. I've known the guy for a couple of years and I've never seen a guy with more women around him. I mean, that's the truth. He invited me here to Vegas and he has a workshop that's called Attract Porn Stars, and that in itself is a phenomenon. So I'm glad to have you here, Johnny.
Thank you so much. It's been an extremely enlightening and informative week, and damn, it's good you're here. I gotta say, I so love doing these workshops because they really open people's brains to some new stuff.
New stuff, so they can go and change their lives.
Because the pickup world is founded on the idea that there's a battle of the sexes between males and females. There isn't. There's man's misinterpretation of what women want, and women's belief that if men really knew what women wanted, they wouldn't believe that their own children were their own.
So anyways, you know, just to close it there, I want to ask you a question.
I have answers for you.
Yes, I know you have. So can you tell the people, how do you get started with all this stuff, you know, because to the viewer out there, I've never seen a guy, you know, be so immersed in this stuff as you. I mean, you are really living and breathing this stuff. I mean, this is beyond pickup or game or, you know, whatever they call it. This is, I mean, you are living this stuff. I mean, it's incredible to see more. You're like, what the fuck is going on? What is he doing? You know, I mean, that's how you do it. I mean, honestly, you know, I'm just putting it out there, you know. So, what's your story?
Okay, I'll give you the most concise version.
Yeah.
In essence, I take great pride in that I only preach what I practice, and everyone's had a chance to see me with Violet, my sweetie, with whom I'm exactly the same as when she's sitting right there as when she's
That's your girlfriend.
Yeah, she's my primary girlfriend.
Yeah.
She is the only girl in the world that gets to call me her man.
Mm.
All my other girlfriends sleep with me from time to time or whatever, but they don't think of me as their boyfriend. They just think of me as a boyfriend.
Mm.
I don't think of them as my girlfriends. I think of them as our girlfriends, or I think of them as a girlfriend, but not holding the title of girlfriend. Violet is my girlfriend, capital G.
Yeah.
Okay? But everyone who sees us together sees that the reason we're together is because we want to be.
Yeah.
Okay? She makes an awful lot of money as a porn star. She certainly doesn't need me to support her. And because I'm a heavy, older guy, people imagine the only reason she could be with me is because of money, which is really laughable, because she makes crazy money and could support me without thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't allow that because I couldn't live with myself. I wouldn't be able to be proud enough of myself that I would still be sexy for her.
Yeah.
So we have a great relationship in which each of us knows that we could walk out the door. Violet, it would take maybe 5 minutes before she would find a man who would gladly do anything to take care of her.
Yeah.
For me, it might take an hour and a half before I found some woman in the same situation. But we both know that neither of us is ever...
You're there because you love each other,
That's
you know,
right.
unconditionally.
We don't have...
Like you talk about.
Yeah.
But if I have to go back, you know, I have to go back to your story.
So
what's your story?
The reason I put it in this context is every part of the model of my life works because it has to.
Mm.
When I say I only preach what I practice, I know it works because this is what I do all the time.
Mm. And how long have you been doing?
Most of 20 years.
Yeah.
I have an awful lot of playmates. I have basically no exes. I just have a lot of girlfriends who, for the time being, because they happen to be married to someone else or whatever, they're unavailable for the role. But when they're not married anymore, or when they've settled into their marriage, I'll hear from them. But my whole basis is helping people understand that the key things to being attractive are to appreciate yourself and accept yourself.
So that's the key things.
When a man accepts himself, knows who he is, and is prepared to present himself as he is, and allow the women the respect of saying, okay, I'm not going to pretend I'm something I'm not. You tell me if you're interested. And you let the women make up their mind. When the women decide they are interested, it's fabulous because there's no dishonesty. They may not be interested in you as a boyfriend, but they could well be interested in you as a playmate. Now, if it turns out you can't find the kind of women you're after, you have to go and speak to these women, befriend these women, and find out what it's going to take until you know you can deserve them. Because only when you know you can deserve them will you feel comfortable making those relationships happen. But it doesn't require wealth or power or fame. It requires your sense of confidence in yourself and your ability to share positivity with other people. The key thing is, when you truly appreciate yourself and you truly appreciate women, and your intention is to share love, and if you happen to get love in return, that's great. But because you're experiencing the love of other people, their life becomes critical to your own. Their happiness becomes critical to your own. It is virtually impossible while you're in this state, loving other people, not to feel more comfortable with the world, more happy with the world, as long as you are able to understand. You do not have them owing you anything. You give them love unconditionally because they are qualified for your love. The attributes that make them who they are makes you feel profound connection to them. And then you don't expect anything back from them. And as long as you aren't fundamentally a very broken unit, they'll usually respond by returning that love. It may not be a passionate sexual love. It may be a fraternal, affectionate love. It could be a parental love or a filial love, love of children for their parents. There are lots of different flavors to love.
That's true.
But love is additive, not subtractive. So if I can say, I love you, I think you're a terrific person, I love you as a friend, I will always come to your aid if you need it. You matter to me. Your happiness matters to me.
And likewise.
I know this. This is the sort of thing that doesn't even need to be stated because
that's true.
So self-evident. But you see, if I make a new friend tomorrow, who I also think is just amazing, we get along famously, it doesn't take any love away from you. I now have more love. If I had 3 children and my wife came to me and said, I'm about to give birth to a 4th child, I wouldn't go, oh shit, now I've got to divide that love into 4. No, of course not. You get more and more and more love. The more people who are qualified exist in your world.
And that's a very interesting paradigm, because most people, they think the opposite, you know.
They think I must have exclusive access to this person and this love, because if anyone else has any of it, there's not enough of it for me. But you see, the whole jealousy vibe, the whole idea of jealousy is your ego screaming at you. It's saying, if I gave my partner her choice, she wouldn't choose me. Now think about this. If your partner wouldn't choose you, what the hell do you want to have there? Why in the world would you be with someone who wouldn't choose you?
Interesting. Well, you know, if this hooked you, and I'm pretty sure it did, then you have to go and check Johnny's stuff out. Where do you want the guys to go and check it out?
You can find everything about me out at johnnysoporno.com. That's JOHNNYSOPORNO.com. Or you can look up at seductivereasoning.com.
There's some great videos.
Yeah, you'll be able to link to everything.
There's some free videos actually. There's like I think 4, 5, 6 hours of material.
There's 6 hours.
Amazing. It's like a workshop. You know, you could have been charging easily $1,000 for those.
This much I know, but the truth is, I'm not. This is a scary thing. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this to make the world a better place for me to live.
With that said, thank you so much for the interview, Johnny.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah.